Good evening, students. You are welcome to English class. Today, we are going to learn something about the importance of verb forms in English grammar. You are all aware that a verb denotes an action. We have a very interesting discussion in our previous classes about the use of verb in English language. Verbs are of two kinds. We have action verbs and auxiliary verbs or helping verbs. Among auxiliary verbs, we have helping verbs and modals. The very title indicates helping verb itself is a verb which helps in the construction of sentences, and it is used in addition to an action verb. You know, in our previous classes, we discussed how each verb has got its own three forms. First form of the verb are present tense form. Second form of the verb are past tense form. Third form of the verb are past participle form of the verb. We also have ing forms. Of course, in certain grammar books, it is also stated that verbs have four forms, including ing form of the verb. Ing form is different, of course. Certain forms have ing forms and certain forms don't have ing forms, don't have in the sense they are not used. For example, we don't use the word knowing, liking, hating, remembering, forgetting. They are not used in continuous form. We don't have the ing forms for certain verbs, which indicate the feelings and emotions of those senses related to our senses. And while discussing verbs, you should keep in mind that the questions related to verbs are found in every competitive examination. You take any examination for that matter. You take banking service examination, railway recruitment examination, groups, services examinations, or any other competitive examination, we have questions related to the usage of verbs, the right usage of verbs. So it cannot simply be denied. It cannot simply be discussed that verb is easy to ignore or easy to be ignored. We have to focus, pay attention on the use of the verb and the construction of the sentences and how a verb plays a very important role in the construction of the sentences. Verb is a part of sentence. A part of sentence. You might have learned in earlier classes that we have 8 parts of speech: nouns, pronouns, verbs, adjectives, adverbs, prepositions, conjunctions, and interjections. Among all these parts of speech, the whole grammar of English is related or moves around these parts of speech. Each part of speech is equally important in learning English grammar. Each part of speech plays its own important role in the correct formation of sentences, correct construction of sentences. Dear students, you should bear in mind and you should understand that construction of a sentence in English has its own important significance, because And today, nowadays, we talk about communication skills as spoken English, of course. In spoken communication, for the sake of understanding and for the sake of perception and reception, even if the sentence is grammatically wrong, much, we don't take give much importance to it, of course. If the message is conveyed, it's okay. It's okay. It is accepted because to avoid fear, tension among the students, to make them free in speaking of English language, we don't focus much on grammatical rules while speaking English language. You all know that. On day-to-day communication also, we don't bother about them. Okay? But communication, oral communication is different from written communication. When it comes to written communication, for example, suppose you are expected to write a letter, you are expected to write a summary, you are expected to write a paragraph, you are expected to write an article. When modes of this kind, composition, all these come under the category of composition. Letter writing is a composition, paragraph writing is a composition, essay writing is composition, article writing is a composition, story writing is a composition. These are all writing parts. When it comes to writing, all these grammatical rules come into focus. So why I am telling all these kinds of things while discussing the importance of verb is, verb plays a very important role in construction of the sentences. Grammatically correct sentence is very important when we are writing something. This is what we have to learn in mind. So among the auxiliary verbs, as we have discussed just now, we have be forms, have forms, and do forms. You can make a note of them. We have be forms, do forms, and have forms. Be forms, under be forms, we make use of am, is, are, was, were, been, being, and be also. These are all be forms. Am, is, are used in present context, and was, were are used in past context. So based on the usage of the sentence only, we can understand. So these are be forms. We come across and discuss the usage of these be forms while talking about or discussing tenses, which are also part of these verbs. And do forms. Do forms means do, does, and did. Do, does are said to be present forms, and did is said to be a past form. And one important point you have to keep in mind here is, most of the speakers of English, users of English, either way we can say, cannot discriminate between do and does. We have observed that even most of the, of course, in communication, people misuse. They use does instead of do and do instead of does. In spoken communication, as I have just said, it is acceptable, of course, doesn't matter. But when it comes to writing part, composition, we are expected to be absolutely correct. Do, for example, use of do. When we discuss the use of do is used in the present context when we refer to the subject, that is the plural forms, and pronouns like I and we. Okay, I don't, I do not, we do not, they do not know, we do not know. Students do not know. Students do not attend classes. Students don't believe in superstitions. Okay. People don't vote to the right person. Okay. This is how we have to use do. And another important aspect you have to bear in mind is do and does are used to frame questions related to the present situation. For example, do you like fruits? Do you like cake? Do they attend classes regularly? Okay. Do they go to pizza centers? Do students participate in competitions, all kinds of competitions? Do villagers believe in superstitions? Villagers is a plural form. Students is a plural form. People is a plural form. Do farmers depend on rainfall or not? It's a question. We have two kinds of answers. Do farmers take loans from banks? Yes, they take loans. No, they don't take loans. We have two types of answers. Yes answer and no answer. Positive response and negative response. Okay. Do you understand my point? Do you take notes in the classroom? This is, do you follow traditions? Do you believe in superstitions? Do you go to churches, temples, or mosques every day? It's a question. Yes, no. Yes, we do. No, we don't do. Yes, we eat. No, we don't eat. Do you eat cake? Yes, we eat cake, or I eat cake. No, I don't eat cake. This is how we have to understand. And similarly, when we take up the usage of does, for example, does is used for third person singular in English grammar. When we discuss third person, you are supposed to have an idea about what a third person singular is. While discussing pronouns, this comes into focus, of course. Again, we shall recall he, she, it are said to be third person singular pronouns. But another important aspect you have to remember is all singular nouns, he, she, it, are all names of the persons, places, things, or any other singular noun, name of a bird, animal, thing, or anything, comes under third person singular category. This is what we have to keep in mind, because when we are learning about the usage of does, this point is a valid point. It's a very important point to be remembered, because does is used only for third person singular nouns or pronouns in English language. For example, as we discussed about do, we can also discuss the usage of do here, does here, sorry. Does he believe in superstitions? Does he go to temple? Does he believe in God? Does he attend classes? Does he write notes? We put questions like this. This also has two types of answers. Yes, he does. No, he doesn't. Does he believe in God? Yes, he believes. No, he doesn't believe. We have two types of answers here. So when we want to put questions related to the present situation, we make use of do and does. And when we also want to discuss the negative, we don't, they don't, I don't know, they don't know, we don't know, students don't know. Okay. Okay, he doesn't know, she doesn't know, Vinay doesn't know, Kiran doesn't know. No, these are all third person singular numbers. When we talk about third person singular numbers, when we want to discuss either interrogative question form or negative form, we have to make use of thus. When we take use of, when we make use of a plural noun or pronoun, we use do, either for negatives or for interrogative questions. In the present situation, that's a very important point we have to remember. So, students, this is a, as far as verbs are concerned, I have explained be forms, that is am, is, are, was, were, been, being, and be. And I have also explained just now the do forms, do, does, and did. Did, you can understand, is the past form of do and does. As do and does are used in present situation, did is used in past situation. When we talk about again, when we talk about the questions related to past, interrogatives related to past, negatives related to past, we make use of did. So this is what we have to understand. When it comes to have, we have, has, and had. Okay. Again here, have is used for plural nouns and pronouns, and also I. And has is used for third person singular. We have just discussed what a third person singular is just now. Have, has, and had. The past form of have and has is had. We make use of had in past form. So this is what we have to understand. So here auxiliary verbs, be forms, do forms, and have forms come under the category of auxiliary verbs in English. So this is what I wanted to discuss today. That is about as part of the verbs in English grammar. Let's discuss more in the next class about the action verbs and modals. Modals are also helping verbs or auxiliary verbs. Let us discuss more and focus more on models in the next class.